Hey, I've been looking for you. I'm so excited that you've stopped by. Come on in. Come on in, let's visit. Hey, I'm Lou Vickery. It's always good to see you. Well, we talked about happiness the other day, our visit before. Guess what? We're going to talk some more happiness today. We're going to talk about definition of happiness and what I find when I think of a happy person. There are 10 things that I think of that kind of are definitive of a happy person. But happiness itself, how would you define it? Well, I went to the dictionary. Why not, right? See what the dictionary had to say. As the experience of joy, contentment, or positive well-being, combined with a sense that one's life is good, meaningful, and worthwhile, is the way the dictionary defines happiness. But I think happiness is something that is defined by each one of us individually. What may be a source of happiness for one person may not turn out to be a source of happiness for another person. I do know this, that happiness doesn't come from a direct quest or going for it directly. We talked about that before. It's a byproduct of the journey that we experience along life's path. Happiness really is, as I like to think, found primarily in the size of our gifts, not in the size of our possessions. It doesn't come from what we receive from others. It comes from what we give to others. And think about that. That's the top, right at the top. Happiness is inward, not outward. It's not what's around us, but what is in us. It's not what we have or what we can hold in our hands. It's what we are. Our greatest source of happiness comes from within. It goes from within outward. So when I think of happiness, if we think of it in terms of tense, is it past tense, present tense, or future tense? Well, that one should be easy. It's present tense. It's how we feel right now. The road to happiness is found in the countless little pleasures that we experience as we travel along life's road. It's the things we enjoy each day of our lives. So happiness, you see, is present tense. I read somewhere that, and I made a note of it, happiness is a perfume we cannot pour on others without getting a few drops on ourselves. Pretty definitive, huh? I would think so. Happiness is the feeling that we have, that the feeling toward what we have is the right feeling. Now, let me say that one again. Happiness is the feeling we have toward the things that are right and just in our lives. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like that what you produce internally is your source of happiness? Oh, sure. External things contribute for sure. But it all initiates from within. And once we get the hang of being happy, it's a habit hard to break. Again, I ask you, are you a happy person? Only you can define that. Let me share with you what I found about happy people. Happy people are healthy people. They're not happy necessarily because they're healthy. They're healthy because they're happy. It's the unhappy ones that fill up the hospital beds. Happy people have a sense of humor. Now, we've talked about humor in a previous session together, but happy people have learned to laugh at themselves as well as learn to laugh with others. Sometimes when we just mess up, it's just best just to laugh it off, right? Laughter is a great medicine for lifting ourselves up when we're down. Happy people take things as they come. They don't stew over situations they cannot control. They accept things as they are and do something about the things that they can control. Happy people exude positive vibes wherever they are. It's second nature for them to be grateful for what they have, excited about where they are and what they're doing, and hopeful about the possibilities of the future. Happy people understand the value of money. Money alone doesn't bring happiness, but it can make a down payment, can't it? Well, money is something that we appreciate because it was meant to serve and not to be a master. Is that the way you look at money? I've met a lot of people with a lot of money that just didn't have the happiness in their life that they wanted. Why? Because, see, money is not the sole answer. Happy people know the importance of living in the here and now. They do not concern themselves with what has happened in the past. They have learned to live in the now moment. We shared that briefly just a few minutes ago. It is now. It is today. We need to make the most of what's in front of us right now. Not concern ourselves with yesterday or tomorrow, but now, right now. Happy people know they will find themselves in deep water at times. On occasion, they're going to have depressing moments, but they don't sink in them. They don't just let them weigh them down. They work deliberately and quickly to get themselves out of a distressed and a stress moment and do what it takes to stay out. You think about that. We all going to have depressed moments. We all going to find those times when things are just not going the way we'd like. But the difference is, what do we do to get ourselves out of it? Happy people enjoy other people. Oh, that's a great one, huh? They're sincere about their concern for the well-being of others. They get to know people on a very personal level and permit others into their lives. It's when they benefit others, they experience the greatest happiness. Happy people enjoy themselves. We better enjoy ourselves, right? Because we're going to be living with ourselves 24/7. So, do you have a high regard for your self-worth? Do you enjoy being with yourself? Just spending some quiet time. One of the things I've said in the past was we need to learn the art of doing nothing. Well, let me tell you, that's not easy for me because I'm always doing something. But I have learned that if I just spend some time, now I like to listen to good, relaxing music along, but it's when I do my best thinking. Do you? So true happiness originates in the deepest part of our being. Happy people enjoy themselves. Happy people are not happy because everything is good, but because they can see the good in everything. Need enough. They're not always happy. but they can find the good. Is that you? Do you find the good? Happy people have discovered they can't simply act happy. They must be happy. So there you go. Do you find yourself in there? I hope so. And I hope you'll find it even more so. I wrote something years ago that I want to share with you to close. And it goes like this. A beautiful part of being human is to recall life experiences that have forged themselves as memories in the alcoves of our heart. Some of these memories will bring a smile or a chuckle. Some will bring thoughts that were not very pleasant. But you know where our happiest moments are? Our happiest moments are those that seep out of our eyes, stream down our cheeks, and settle gracefully on the future. They provide a sign of hope for the happiness that tomorrow might bring. I'm Lou Vickery, author of soon-to-be 25 books. You can find my books at Amazon, or you can go to my website, awiseword.life/library. And if you like what we talked about today, would you share it with a friend? I hope you are a subscriber. I hope you make this a part of your regular life journey. I'm Lou Vickery, and until we meet again, keep a smile on your face, keep happiness in your heart, and keep optimism on your tongue. See you soon.